Hi everybody, today we are going to learn about section 3.5, horizontal and vertical lines. This is part one. We're going to learn another part in just a few minutes after this video. And you can see that this is page 7 in our notes. Alright, so let's start with some facts about horizontal lines. First off, the equation of a horizontal line is always written in the form y equals b. Notice there's no x in this equation. It's just y equals a constant, a number. And the slope is always 0, right? Because it's horizontal line. So for example, if I had an equation where I had m equals 0 over 5, I would know that this is horizontal because 0 divided by 5 is equal to 0. All right, for an example, let's graph y equals 1. You can see that I have an 8 by 8 graph set up. And so to graph this, I can see that my b is 1. That's my y-intercept. I'm going to plot the point 0, 1 on my graph. I'm going to find a straight edge, and I'm going to draw a horizontal line through that point. So I've graphed y equals 1. It's pretty easy to do. Okay, now I'm going to have you try one. You can see I just made a 3 by 3 graph so I can fit all the examples here, but please graph y equals -2. Try it now. All right, does your graph look like this? I hope so. All right, last example for horizontal lines. I want to determine what type of slope is between the points -3, 1 and 2, 1 without graphing. So I'm going to use the slope formula, and I could see that I'm going to have 1 minus 1 over 2 minus -3, so I'm going to turn that into +3. So that's 0 over 5. So right away, I can tell that this is going to have a slope of 0 because 0 divided by any number is 0. Further, since it has a slope that is 0, I would know that it's a horizontal line. All right, let's move up to the top and talk about vertical line. Okay, vertical lines have an equation that is in the form x equals a, and that's different than all of these other linear equations we've learned about. X equals a. There is no y variable in there, and the slopes are undefined. All right, so for example, if I saw a slope that I calculated and it was m equals 5 over 0, because of this 0 in the denominator right here, I would know right away that the slope is undefined because you cannot divide by 0. All right, for an example, let's graph the equation x equals -2. I can tell by the form, since it's x equals without a y variable, that this is going to be a vertical line. So I'm going to go to my a, which is my x-intercept. It's -2, so I'm going to plot the point -2, 0. And I know it's going to be vertical because of the form that it's in. I'm going to grab a straight edge, and there we go. That's our vertical line. All right, and I could tell that the slope is undefined because it's vertical. All right, let's have you try one. Let's graph the equation x equals 3. Try it out, please. All right, does your graph look like this? I hope so. We have a vertical line with an x-intercept of 3. All right, last example for this section. Without graphing, this W/O, that means without. That's short for without graphing. Determine the type of slope between 4, -2 and 4, 3. So I'm going to use the slope formula, and I see that m is going to be equal to 3 minus -2. So I'm going to turn that into 3 plus 2 over 4 minus 4. That's going to be 5 over 0. Right away, I can tell that this is going to be a slope that's undefined because I have a 0 in the denominator. So I'm going to write undefined. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching.